Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. This quote is by one of my favorite authors, J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling is a famous screenwriter, producer, philanthropist, and author. J.K. Rowling, also known as Joanne or Jo, was born on July 31st, 1965 in Bristol, England. She spent most of her younger years living in either England or Southeast Wales. J.K. Rowling was always very fond of reading and writing, and she loved books. By the age of 6, she had written her first book. It was titled Rabbit, and you guessed it, it was about a rabbit. By the age of 11, she had written her first novel. It was about 7 cursed stones and the people who owned them. She went on to study at Exeter University, where she majored in French and the classics. In 1990, while waiting on a delayed train, J.K. Rowling came up with the idea of Harry Potter, a 7-part book series which would talk about a young wizard boy and his adventures. J.K. Rowling spent the next 5 years planning out all 7 Harry Potter books, during which she held many different positions. While in the UK, she was a researcher, and then she moved to Portugal to teach English as a second language. While in Portugal, she was married and had her daughter Jessica. 1 year later, when the marriage failed, she moved back to the United Kingdom and acquired a position teaching in the city. She used all of her free time to write the Harry Potter books. In 1997, the first Harry Potter book was published in the United Kingdom. 1 year later, the first Harry Potter book was published in the United States. 6 books followed, and these books, as a whole, wound up profiting about $7 billion for J.K. Rowling. Warner Brothers was also inspired by the books and created movies based on the series, and that grossed over $7 billion as well. While J.K. Rowling is best known for her Harry Potter series, she also has written several other novels, including 5 crime novels, the first 3 of which inspired a television series on BBC. So while J.K. Rowling is very well known in many different aspects of her life, and she has a lot of amazing work, it goes without saying that the Harry Potter series has been inspirational to children and adults all over the world. J.K. Rowling has been quoted saying that she never expected Harry Potter to have the influence that it has on the world and on herself. Back when the first Harry Potter book was released, children's books were very short and typically straight to the point. And after the first Harry Potter book was released, and during the next 20 years, children's books started becoming longer. And it is believed that the Harry Potter books sort of revolutionized children's books, being that each book is between 70,000 and 150,000 words. And aside from their length, Harry Potter books were inspirational to children. Harry Potter was somebody that kids were able to grow up with. It was a coming-of-age book. As Harry grew older and wiser, children also grew older and wiser. And because the books had such a strong focus on community and compassion and wonder, it really inspired children all over the world to do the same. And there have been studies that have taken place that show evidence of children who read the Harry Potter series being kinder when they grow up. So although most of the children who have read the Harry Potter books know that magic isn't real, J.K. Rowling has taught us that we don't need magic to make a difference, and that the real power lies within our ability to imagine a better world. And that is why she has just been such an influential person in my life, and why I think she is an amazing, famous person. And I do encourage anybody who hasn't read the Harry Potter series to go and read it, or watch the movies, or indulge in J.K. Rowling's works, because she is truly an inspirational woman who has taught a lot of wonderful morals to people all over the world. Thank you.